Oh, I look like Casper. Hello! YouTube did not want me to go live this morning. I don't know, it won't work on my desktop, so I'm doing it from my phone, and I look ridiculous. I'm right in front of a window. Let me move back. So I just hopped on to talk about some changes that are going to be coming, temporarily at least, just some temporary changes. Um, I am going to be taking a little bit of a step back from content creation for the next month or so. I just do not have the energy or the time to devote to constant content creation right now. I have so many other ideas and things that I want to do, and constantly recording videos and editing videos and uploading videos and writing blog posts and stuff is just kind of right now getting in the way of that. So, that's what's going to be happening. I'm taking the month of May not completely off. There will be one or two blog posts going up. There may be a video going up. Um, but for the most part, I will be taking it easy and working ahead on some stuff. If you're on my email list, you will have got an email yesterday about something that I've been working on recently that I have finished. And that kind of prompted me to realize that there are things that I want to do that I'm just not getting the time to do. Um, so yeah, finishing that project was a big deal for me, and it was the first step towards like the grand plan, I guess, like the long term vision for the business. So yeah, I want to take a little step back from like just constant content creation to be able to work on those little things that are going to move me forward, move the business forward. So I just wanted to update you on that. Um, that's pretty much it. Just if you don't see me around that much, I mean, I'll still be around. I'll still be on social media and stuff. But I may be just working on different projects. Still how to do IST related, but more behind the scenes. Um, Thank you. I can see your comments, telling me to take some time to relax and stuff like that. It's not even necessarily about relaxing, it's just about making time for the stuff that I have put on the back burner for a long time. Stuff that excites me, stuff that I want to do. And just right now, it's not getting done because I'm constantly thinking I have another blog post to write, I have another video to record. Um, so, yeah, that's it. Thank you for your lovely comments. I really appreciate that. I knew you would be supportive anyway, but I like to keep you in the loop. So let you know what's happening. But by the way, do you like my new rainbow neon light? This is something I brought back from Palm Springs with me, and I love it. And I fell in love with it before I saw the price tag. But it came home with me anyway. Wouldn't fit in my suitcase, so I actually had to like carry it on the plane. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'll still be around. I will still be posting some content, but right now my focus is on other stuff. Um, yeah, exciting stuff. None of which I want to talk about right now. But yeah, I'm working. Like I said, if you're on my email list, you would have got an email about one of those things yesterday. Um, and that's, like I said, kind of step one towards a bigger goal of mine. So that's pretty much it. Happy May. I hope you're all doing well. It's my birthday month, um, which is a thing, even though my husband insists that it is not. It's my birthday month. Yeah, I'll be 35 at the end of this month, so I guess that's kind of another reason maybe that I'm taking a little bit of a step back and just not re-evaluating, but focusing more on the future, rather than just like constant go go go. Thank you very much. Birthday's on the 20th. I'm still so glary. Um, Thank you. Thank you. No real plans to celebrate or anything, but we'll see. We'll see what comes up. So how are you all doing? How's I look? I don't know what. Okay, let me go back still a little bit. I actually have a really bad cold at the moment, so I wasn't sure whether or not to actually hop on because I didn't want to be like sniffling and sneezing all over you. But I'm holding it together for now. Birthday month is totally a thing. It totally is a thing. I don't care what anyone says. It's a thing. Um, my husband is also sick with a cold right now. He got it first and has now passed it on to me. So the house is a disaster because I've been just like working and looking after Scout, and I just haven't had the time or mental capacity to like clean or do any sort of standard chores. April was your birthday month. Happy belated birthday to you. Celebrated all month. Good woman. Um, your anniversary is on the 8th, Susan. Happy anniversary. Slightly early for next week. Um, Thank you very much for your lovely comments. I really do appreciate that. Stay healthy, nasty things are going around. Yeah, my husband was away for the draft. He's an American football analyst. And I think just with traveling on the plane and stuff like that, yeah, he just picked up a bug. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. He passed it on to me. He was doing so many interviews. He was working with Sports Illustrated, did a million interviews, was talking for hours and lost his voice. And he's just been out of action for the last few days. He just turned 46. Oh, lots of reevaluations. Yeah, I think if you've been following me on YouTube for a while, you'll know that I've been doing the this kind of 30 days, these 30-day challenges. Actually, I haven't picked my challenge for this month yet. Ooh. So each month, like of the age of 34, I have been trying to do a different thing, like instill a new habit. Hi Terry in the Netherlands, how are you? Enda, hello to Ireland. I miss Ireland. Not even sure when I'm going to have time to go back. And I've totally lost my train of thought. Sorry. Oh yes, the 30-day challenges things. So like I started by getting up earlier in the morning, 6:30, and I've actually stuck with that. There will actually be a post on that later in the month, like end of May, early June. So I'll be updating you on that and how I fared. So I've been doing different things every month, and the whole idea was that by the time I turned 35, I wanted, hi to Tucson, I wanted to have all of these great habits in place. And some of them have stuck and some of them haven't. And some of them kind of didn't stick at the time. Hi Grace, how are you? Some of them didn't stick at the time, but for some reason, like a few months later, I picked them back up. So 35 is going to be interesting for me because I will be sitting down and reevaluating the year that has just gone and how I've actually progressed. Because for me, I wanted it 34 to be a big year. And it has been in some ways and it hasn't in others. Morning pages changed your life. Similarly. And I'll be talking about all of that. But I think that in like late 2017 through most of 2018, I was hectic because we just moved over here and I was go, go, go and trying to do all the things and seizing lots of opportunities and going to different events and and it was a very full on year for me. And then September, so pretty much a year later, September hit and I burnt out. I totally hit a wall and that was it for me. And if I'm being totally honest, I haven't fully recovered from it. I'm still not back at the same kind of productivity level. I'm still not back at the same energy level. So yeah, it's been hard, and it's like it happened at the beginning of September, and then at the end of September, Scout broke her arm. You'll be 60 on May 7th. Wow, big milestone birthday. Happy early birthday to you. But yeah, Scout broke her arm at the end of September, and then she just had a string of random infections and illnesses and diseases. It was just one after another. So I never felt like I got back into the groove. And then, Christmas came around. My uncle passed away in February. And it's just I've been to lots of different events, and yeah, I haven't been able to find my groove again. So this is partly what this kind of step back is all about as well. Just working ahead again, working on things that excite me, and not just because right now I have so many things to catch up on. And that's the mode I'm in and have been in for several months now. Just like catch up, falling further and further behind. And I don't want that. So, and you'll probably have noticed that. I mean, I just recently put up my January video diary, even though it was April when I put it up. So I still have February, March, and now April to do. Um, yeah, there's lots of things that I want to catch up on and other things that I want to work on, and I don't want to be constantly scrambling and chasing my tail. So that's it. That's my update. Yeah. And it's my birthday month, so I'll take it off if I want to. Your honesty about your ups and downs is so refreshing. Thank you. I always said from the very beginning that I wanted to be honest on this channel, and I hear all the time about, like, it's so important to be authentic, and authenticity is so important. For me, it's not really about that. It's just, hi Stephanie, how are you? Thank you. It's not really about wanting to be authentic. It's just about not having the energy or the desire to try to pretend that my life is perfect. I just don't have it in me. I don't want to try and make out that everything is perfect and take perfect pictures and write perfect blog posts, and yeah, I couldn't keep that up. That would drive me mad. So if you saw upstairs right now, it's an absolute disaster. So it was my daughter's birthday last weekend, just a few days ago. And we had a party and there were presents, and now I've got presents and gift bags and wrapping paper and cake, oodles of stuff all over the place. And that's just another thing that I have to work on, because I can't focus in a messy space. I just can't. So, yep, pretty much taking the month off to reset, clear a bit of a backlog, work ahead on some things, just generally take a breather and enjoy life. I mean, I love what I do and I love creating content, and that has not changed, and I don't think that will ever change. But I just need to switch gears a little bit and focus on some other types of content that I want to create that are going to add to the like the bigger picture for the business. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Thank you very much for listening. I really do appreciate it. I should be back on track soon. Thank you, Patricia. I really appreciate, and Terry. I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate that you've been not really waiting around for me, but you just haven't been seeing as much content from me as I would like, and as maybe you have come to expect. Oh, Seneca, it's your birthday on the 29th of this month. Happy early birthday to you too. Mine's on the 20th. So, yeah, not too far to go now. It's exactly 3 weeks after Scouts. Hers is the 29th of April and mine's the 20th of May. So, yeah, 35. Looking forward to it. I'm not one of these people that really worries about growing old, but I have to say 34 was the first year that I felt I looked old. I know that sounds crazy, but the first year that like wrinkles here have become permanent. They don't go away when I stop smiling. Oh, Sarah, your mother's the 20th too. Birthday twinsies. Yeah, this is the first year, and I think maybe with burning out and stuff, like my energy levels have just crashed. So I think 34 has taken a toll on me in many ways. Marina, no, I know I'm not old. Definitely not. I mean, I still have hopefully many years left in me. Yes, and smile wrinkles are great wrinkles. I don't mind these at all, but I'm starting to get some down here that I don't like. I don't like these at all. And from reading a lot, particularly in bed, I'm starting to get this. This is where these lines are coming from. So, yeah. Hey Sam, if you want help with something in particular, let us know. If you're just here to spam the group, then sorry, not interested. So yeah, that's I look about 30. Thank you very much. I have good genes. My mother looks younger. In fact, You want to get married? Yeah, this is definitely not the place for that. Um, Happy 35th birthday, thank you, Jack. The years tumble by, so make the most of them and enjoy your rest. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do at 34, with taking on all the challenges. Um, really wanted to push myself and just better myself. And it has worked in lots of ways. Um, so I don't think I will keep it up for 35, but we'll see. Egg white facial for the lines you don't like. Oh, if only I had the patience for any of that sort of stuff. I don't like use skincare products or makeup apart from occasional eyeliner, which I really just do for videos, not for this live stream because, you know, keeping it real. But I don't have the patience for any of that. Um, but yeah, it's been a good 34 years. Looking forward to the next 34. I definitely don't feel old. And I know there are lots more adventures ahead of me. But yeah, I still need to take a little bit of a step back and focus on where I want to go and where I want the business to go. And that's the plan for me. Has anyone else got exciting plans for me? Like, what are you doing? Well, even if they're not exciting, tell me, share. Share with the group. This is one of those horrible things, you know, when you're sitting in a room, you go to an event or something and they're like, let's all go around and introduce ourselves. And I'm just like, I'm not here. Yeah, um, that's me, introverted. I can talk to a screen, no problem. But if you were an actual human being, obviously you are an actual human being, but if you were sitting in front of me right now, I'd be like, oh, hi. Are you getting another bit of your sleeve tattoo on the 17th? Cool. Going to Tenerife. Nice. The weather has started to heat up a little bit here, but it's still not 100%. Decluttering your kids' toys. I don't know if you're being sarcastic when you say that's exciting, but that is actually exciting. Hoping to make it to Scotland. Scotland is beautiful. Love Scotland. You'd be surprised every time I declutter my kids' toys. Like, I feel so much better, and she feels so much better. Hi from France. Salut. Comment ça va? Cleaning out the basement. Another good one. These are always the things that you don't look forward to, but like when they're done, that sense of satisfaction, you can't beat it. Chasing your dreams. Ça va bien, merci. De rien. Not many people know, but I actually have a degree in French. So I used to be fluent. I'm not fluent anymore, unfortunately, but I still have a bit. I can still get by. The decluttering is always a good one. Because my daughter has just got an influx of stuff. Can you say hi to my friend Nick Kerr? Sure. Hi, Nick. How are you? You and your hubby are buying a motorhome and going full-time RVing. Fun. Closet overhauls. Exciting. I want to do my closet again. Declutter. Sunshine and Donegal. Lovely. I've never been to Donegal actually. It's kind of bucket list item for me. Little photo trip to Poison Glen. Nice. I've lost my train of thought again. Terrible at this. What was I saying? Decluttering. Oh yes, my daughter's toys. She got a huge influx of stuff obviously for her birthday, so I'm going to be going through that again. I want to do my closet again. And I mentioned it to a friend and she was like, didn't you just do your closet? And I looked back, it's actually been a year since I last did a good closet clear out. And it doesn't, like in some ways it doesn't feel like a year, and then in other ways it feels like it was 5 years ago. You're very welcome. I'm delighted that my decluttering experience has helped. Again, I don't have the energy to try and pretend that my home is spotless, or, I mean, for the most part it's generally reasonably tidy, but when I am decluttering, I like to show everyone what the process is actually like. I don't want to pretend that this was so easy, or even when I came to the end of the KonMari method the first time, when I finished off sentimental items, I said in the video that I did, hi Olga, how are you? It's good to see you. Hi Linz, how are you? attempting to get your shit together while keeping 2-year-old and 2-month-old alive and cared for. Not easy. But yeah, when I finished the KonMari method the first time, I said in the video, hi Megan, that it was just a huge anticlimax for me. Like, I didn't feel like, yay, I did it, or like so proud of myself or anything. I got to the end, I was like, ugh, is that it? Am I done? It just, I don't know. So yeah, I try to share what it's actually like so that if someone has that feeling too, they're not disappointed. Because any of the videos I've watched, everyone is constantly like, this is brilliant and this is great, and it is, and it's changed my life 100%. But I don't always finish up a category and think like, wow, life changing. So yeah, I always try and keep things for my sanity as real and helpful and practical as possible. If something isn't practical, like if I can't offer practical advice on something, I generally keep my mouth shut. If it's a blog post that doesn't really offer anything other than like bland encouragement, I do have the odd kind of motivational post if I'm really feeling something. You're following Clutterbug. Cass is so lovely. I was like ridiculously excited when she agreed to collab with me. I messaged her totally out of the blue, and just asked her, like, I had an idea for the video, asked her if she wanted to do it. She was like, absolutely. I was like, ah. So yeah, that was a really fun one. Cass is hilarious. She really is. Although her last video, did you watch her most recent one? At the end, she has this like heartbreaking story about her son, and I just, oh, it killed me. Actually, one of the things, and I think it's going to be a blog post soon, but I'll give you a little taster. Recently, Scout came home, and she came home from school, and she had been crying, and I asked her what was wrong, and she said that none of the kids in school would play with her, during recess. And she does have friends in school, like it's not like she's really struggling to fit in, but for some reason, just this particular recess, the kids didn't want to play the game that Scout wanted to play, so they all went off and played their own game and excluded her. So she came home and she was devastated, and like as a parent, your heart breaks because what do you tell your kid? Like, sometimes people are assholes, but you're still great. So yeah, she was upset about it, but then she just looked up at me with this sad little face and she said, they just don't know that I'm special. That, like, my heart exploded. On the one hand, I was so desperately sad for her, and on the other hand, I just thought, that is so lovely. Like, it's a lovely sentiment for her to have, that she still feels that she's special, and it's just that other people can't see it in her. So yeah, I thought that was lovely. So that's going to be turned into either a blog post or a video, I'm not sure yet, but I just thought that message was, I don't know, it touched me. Maybe I'm biased just because she's my kid, but why does everything take longer than planned? I think because we're optimistic people at heart, and we want to believe that we can do all the things, but we just can't, and then we're distracted by things. I always try and add in some buffer time. Sometimes I get lucky. Like, I was writing a blog post this morning that I thought would take me about 3 hours, and I had it done in an hour. Now, it's just the first draft of it. There will be hours of editing ahead of me. But sometimes you can knock things out fairly quickly. And that's actually another part of the reason that I'm taking a break. Because I don't, now that I've in my head, I know that I'm going to be taking a break, I don't feel the pressure. Like, normally right now I'd be freaking out about the fact that I have to have a blog post up on Monday. But like, the fact that I'm not tying myself to that, and the blog post I'm working for is actually for another site, so I'll be promoting that. It's either going up next week or the week after, I think. But yeah, the fact that I could just work on it this morning without, it's not due for another week, so I didn't feel any pressure, and I was able to just sit down and just write. I wasn't like, oh my god, this needs to be perfect and it needs to be done like now and I need to get it up, and Seriously, Gibby. Seriously, not the place for that. Um, remove. There's always weirdos. I like putting these to public so that like everyone has a chance to see it, but you get all the weirdos. Um, I've cleared out spam accounts on Pinterest yesterday, and I've seen enough of the naked body to last me a lifetime. Let's put it that way. Um, but yeah, Scout is great. she, yeah, but that kind of just that thing, like she knows in herself that she is somebody and somebody important. But it's, it's she knows that she just has to get other people to see that, and but not in a like please like me sort of way. It's just like if they really understood me, if they really understood how special I was, they would want to be my friend. I thought that was lovely, but also like simultaneously heartbreaking. But she has plenty of friends in school. It's not about that. She was just having a bad day. Like the kids just one particular day weren't being nice to her, as kids are wont to do. So yeah, but it's hard to navigate those situations as a parent because you don't know what to tell your child. You don't know like what to say. You don't want to say, yeah, everything will be okay. You don't want to say like what do you say? What do you say in those situations? Um, okay. Hi from England. Love your down to earth posts. I totally understand why you need to take a break and take care of yourself and your family. Yeah, and my husband is, like I said, sick at the moment, so he's out of action. So I'm basically doing everything. I'm sorry I'm so glary. It's hard to see our children suffering. It is. And I know it's like preparing her for the real world, and I'm very careful not to tell her things that aren't really true. um, like if you do this, people will be friends with you, or that sort of thing. I don't know, it's hard. Like I've been telling her, sometimes people just do mean things. It's not always intentional. But one of the questions I've been asking her recently is, how do you choose to feel? Because, she gets upset about things naturally, as we all do. So I'm trying to teach her now that she has a certain amount of control over her emotions, and that the things that other people do don't necessarily have to have any effect on her. So if she says, somebody said something mean to her or did something mean to her, I don't ask her, how did that make you feel? Because obviously it made her feel bad. But I ask her now, how do you choose to feel? And usually it worked really well recently, actually. She was very upset about something recently. And I said, how do you choose to feel? And she said, a little bit happier. And even just saying the words, even though it was clear that when she said them, she wasn't happier, just the act of actually saying it obviously made her stop and think, I do want to be a little bit happier. And then she started reciting like all the good things that have happened recently. So yeah, that's one of the questions I've been asking her. It's hard. It's hard. Like I find it so awkward because I know that like I want to be the perfect parent, but I know that in some way I'm going to fall short, and when she grows up there's going to be something that she will look back on negatively, like something that she won't appreciate. So I'm going to mess her up in some way. I just don't know which way yet. But I'm trying to teach her all the lessons that I am only now learning for the most part. So yeah, the benefit is of all of this is just like that I can pass on a lot of my knowledge, a lot of things that I'm learning to her. Hopefully she will benefit from them. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Trying to be perfect, but failing miserably, and that's okay. Still happy, still reasonably healthy. Wow, an influx of ridiculousness right now. So I'm going to take that as my cue to leave. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your support, all your loving messages. Yeah, that's that's just me in a nutshell. I wanted to what's with the flood of trolls? I don't know. Thank you very much. And there's a huge backlog of videos, so if you're stuck for inspiration or motivation or advice on something, I'm sure I've covered the topic at some point. And like I said, I will have the odd blog post up and the odd video, but I'm just not sticking right now to like a consistent schedule for the foreseeable. But I'm working ahead on things for June, so hopefully once June rolls around, it will be all systems go, and I will be back on track and have worked ahead on some things, and yeah, planning for the future of the business. So I will love you and leave you. I'm gonna put back on my dressing gown now. I just took it off for the live chat. For the live stream, but I've been wearing my dressing gown, not because it's particularly cold, but just because I like to be extra comfy when I'm working. So this is the real me. This is me all day long. If we're really keeping it real. So yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. I so appreciate you. You're all wonderful and hilarious. Marie is also in her dressing gown. I am wearing pants though, like I do have. So I am. Sometimes for videos I just have like pajamas on the bottom. There's a little behind the scenes for you. Fully dressed today just because I had to take my daughter to the bus stop. Thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, I love you and appreciate you, and I'm just about to stick my finger in front because I want to X out of this. I want to do this without. Thank you so much. I'll be around. I'll be on social media. Yeah, I really, really appreciate your support.